Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics, where we are going to fix this 2005 Nissan Murano. Gonna fix it up and flip it. We're either gonna sell it or trade it. I'd prefer a trade up. I always trade for something worth more than what I'm trading it for. If you've been following along, I started with $500 and bought a 2004 Trailblazer. It was a pile of junk. It wasn't a runner. I fixed it up, replaced a hub, wheel bearing, then a bunch of other stuff, tune up, and had a bad miss in it. And it was from up north in Iowa. It's a pile of junk, but I got her running pretty good and driving pretty good. But she had over 200,000 miles on it. I ended up with, including the $500 I paid for it, $1,281 in it. So I put it up for sale for $3,500. I lowered it to $32 or trade, and I got this in trade. This 2005 Nissan Murano. It's got 204,000 miles on it, high mileage, but she runs like a little sewing machine. And they did drive it 45 miles here to trade it. I checked it out. It wasn't overheating, anything like that, so it doesn't have any major problems. And they said there was transmission works fine and all that. I never did drive it, but we're fixing to go take it for a drive. They did mention that at highway speeds, the right front wheel bearing makes a little bit of a noise, they said, so we'll see. If we got to replace that, we'll do it. Did it on the Trailblazer. It was about, 40 bucks for one, 38 bucks or something. It's no big deal. So we're gonna go over it like that and fix any little things. It's got a dent right here in the hood that looks like somebody banged out. I doubt I'm gonna fix it. I can check at a junkyard local and see if they got one in the same color. Cheap, but I'm not gonna hold my breath on that. The grill here is all peeling. I can get, I guess they don't make new ones aftermarket, because all I could find was a bunch of used ones for like $57, $58 on eBay. Okay, let me open this up. The battery's great. It's been sitting here for about a week. Went through the frigid cold snap. I just now started it up. First crank in a week. She fires right up first crank. The motor's kind of dirty. Got little bits of leaves and stuff on it. It needs to be power washed up. It's missing the overflow cap here, but it is full, and it's full here with antifreeze. It was down a little bit of oil and a little bit of transmission fluid, about a half a quart each. Topped them off when I first got it. Okay, so tires are good on it, no leaks. No slow leaks or anything. It's got a dog type thing here, they said. Dog cage. Mat. I don't know if I looked in here. Does have a spare. Got a spare and a jack and stuff, I guess. Well, it's got a sensor. It's full of air. I guess that sensor's for tell you if it's full or not. It's pretty neat. Needs a good clean out. I think that hood's about the only body damage. There is a little crease here. Not going to worry about it. I was actually glad to get rid of the okay, it's a problem here with this door handle. It opens, but it pops open too far or something, and you got to kind of push it back in. So not sure what's up with that. but new ones are, I guess it's a common problem. I think they were like $7-8, but I seen one, I didn't order anything yet, with this little sensor on it, was $15. So I'm not exactly sure what that is. Okay. Got a little bit of on the seat here. Too bad at all. I think there's a little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit on this passenger seat too. Probably not going to worry about it. Okay. Now, they said the check engine light's on and it's an O2 sensor. I think that's what he said. I haven't checked the codes. We'll check the codes here in a little bit. Got a good stereo in it. Had to change the station. I don't know what they were listening to, but sounds good. Got the CD and the cassette deck. AC, I think they did say that was working. I got it a couple of weeks ago. I just haven't done anything with it. They did give it to me almost completely out of gas. I did put in about 4 or 5 gallons, 4 gallons, something like that. And all I've driven it is just in this yard on my property here. Brakes seem good, steering seems good, all that stuff. Now it does have the CVT transmission, and I made sure, I told them, I said, transmission good, better be good. Oh yeah, we haven't had no problems. My family member owns a transmission shop. They checked it out. It's nothing wrong with it. It works great. So I said, okay. So I'm taking a big chance, guys, because if the CVT transmission goes out, you're pretty much screwed. It just costs a fortune to fix. So basically all we're going to do is we're going to test drive it. We're going to fix what's wrong, which hopefully won't be very much. And maybe test drive it again, make sure that's fixed, whatever we fixed, and then that's it. The thing sits until it's sold, or somebody comes over and test drives it and wants to buy it. Don't be taking these flip cars and using them as daily drivers and stuff, because if you're, driving it around before you sell it and something breaks, transmission goes out, motor blows up, you're totally screwed. The car's pretty much junk. It ain't worth fixing. So what's it worth? I think it's worth a lot more than a Trailblazer. It's funny because when I search for that door handle and grill, now I get little ads that pop up, used Nissan Muranos for sale. But of course it's probably nationwide. It all depends on where you're at, your location and all that. So same with that Trailblazer. Prices were all over the place. I started high, had this thing for sale for a couple of months before somebody finally bit the worm off the hook. But this one I think will probably be easier to sell and for a lot more. I was really only expecting that maybe that Trailblazer was worth $2,500, but I put it up for $35, going kind of high. Lowered it a little later to $32. I think this is probably worth $35 all day long, and actually it's probably worth a lot more. I'll probably put this up for like $45, $42, something like that. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute when we get on the main road, and we'll take it for a drive, see how it drives. Okay guys, we're driving. Got my co-pilot puppy here with me. Roll up the window. All the power windows work. You hear a faint little bit of a whine, but got somebody ahead of me, so I can't go too fast. Wanted to get her up to about 60. Well, actually, it says it's at 60, but yeah, he's turning off. Slight little whine or rumble. Plenty of power. I don't hear the right front unless that noise is a transmission. I mean, I can't hear no noise now, just I don't know, guys, it's so faint that it sounds almost normal. Boy, it's got a lot of power. I don't know if that was I guess it was a V6. Puppy thinks we're going to the lake, but I don't know, guys. See right here, there's a little bit of it almost sounds like tire noise right when it slows down. Puppy, we're not going to the lake. We gotta turn around. A little bit like tire noise, a little whine. And really, not really hear it. I guess maybe when you're kind of starting off or slowing down. I don't know, CVT transmissions, either they work or they don't. No. They usually just blow up. So I don't know. I think I'll probably just leave it. You can hear a little bit of a whine now, almost like tire noise. Of course, I do got the window up, down a little bit. Faster, going 70. Roll up the window. Windows are up, 70. definitely a little bit of noise, but I can't hear where it's coming from. It's just a typical noise with something with 200,000 miles on it. I don't think it's anything major. I could jack up the front, just kind of wiggle the wheels or take the wheels off and check those hubs, but yeah, I can probably do that. But realistically, I'm probably not going to do anything with it. And it might not be that. It might be the transmission or something, but, or the tires. Uh-oh. I just missed the... See, it's slowing down. You hear a little bit of a rumble. I don't know if you can all hear it. But let's check. Yep. Temperature's good. Doesn't have much on here. Yeah, most I can do is jack it up, check out the wheels, hubs, and stuff like that. So I'll be back. Okay guys, got the power washer. Gonna clean off this dirty, nasty engine. What? Okay, so I'm going to get all the loose stuff off. After that, I'm going to spray her with this stuff here, engine degreaser. Let that soak in for a while, and then wash that off. Probably do underneath the hood here and stuff too. So I'll be back. Okay guys, I got it clean as I can pretty much get it. They do make these new to grill. Cheapest is like 99 something, all the way up to, you know, some idiots are 180 and shit. Stupid. And like I said, there was a bunch on there for 50 something for used, about 20 of them. Well, one of them was 75, and it was worse than this, worse than it, all this wrinkled shit. The other guy, it must have been a wrecking yard, but he has like 20 of them. They're all listed $52 all the way to $56, but they're all messed up. They all got wrinkles and everything on it, so I don't know whether I should just get one that's half-ass better than this for 50 something bucks, probably be like 60 with tax, or just leave that. I only looked at 10 of his listings. I might look through the other 10, and there's something wrong with all of them. So maybe I'll try to get the best one, because it does look pretty bad. I still need to go to the local junkyard, because you see this radiator? He told me he put in another radiator. Well, he said a new one, but obviously it's used. But that writing is from the local junkyard around here, and if they pulled this out of a Nissan Murano, he has one there. Whether he has a hood and a grill, I don't know, but I want to go find out. I did order the handle for 15 bucks, even though I don't know, it may not be the handle, it may be something that it attaches to on the inside. See, it's supposed to be like that. Anyway, we're gonna vacuum it out here. Got the vacuum. Okay, I'm not going to waste a whole bunch of time filming this. I'll take out the mats, vacuum it out, and then just wipe her down with some Windex. Well, I got a whole bunch of Armor All. I never use Armor All, but yeah, why not? I'm not keeping it, so we'll wipe her down with Armor All on the dash, door panels. See, a bunch of dirt and stuff there. I'll probably wait till tomorrow to jack it up and check them front wheel bearings. I'll jack up both wheels, get the front end off the ground, have it in drive, let it run, see if I can hear the same noise. If not, I'm probably just going to leave it, so try to sell it as is. I don't know if I figure it's a transmission, I don't know whether I should do a transmission fluid change, see if that'll help or not. It may. Anyway, yeah, I'll be back after I get this inside cleaned up. So I'll be back. Okay, guys. Last look at the crappy grill. I just went to the local wrecking yard, R&D, and I got one for 25 bucks. Pretty good deal. It is aftermarket, but they had two of them, but they were both white. Had good hoods, but they were white. So I figured, well, I'll just go ahead and fix this one. Okay, it's supposed to just be clips in the bottom. I could try. I took the clips off the top. See if I can. There it is. I'm missing a clip there. Okay. Let me just there we go. Repairing a car with one hand. I'll have to round up some more plastic clips. There's only 3 of them holding this in. Pretty sure that's in. Okay, yeah, it just needs to be cleaned up, but yeah, a whole lot better than this one. Okay, I'll be back. We're going to armor all the interior. I did vacuum it all out. We're going to armor all it and check the code to see if it actually is an O2 sensor. And I'll move it back here and we'll jack it up and check those. See what kind of noise we can hear with it jacked up with the tires off. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, got the code reader here. Unable to establish a link with the vehicle. Uh-oh. Oh, I might not have had the key on all the way. Try it again. Let's see, Nissan. We're supposed to have there's Nissan here. Okay, P800 Nissan, specific definition not available. Okay. Number 2, P0420, catalytic system efficiency below threshold, bank 1. That may be an O2 sensor. And 3's the same way. Okay, I'll have to check them out. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, the P1800 code is a control solenoid valve. It's right here. A little electrical connection here, and then 2 little vacuum. Little vacuum goes here, and a vacuum goes here. It says to check. Oh, well, there it is, right there. I'm cracking the hose. Just noticed that. Okay, we'll cut that off and put that up there. That was probably it. I was thinking when I degreased the engine that I might have got water in here, and that might have caused the code to go, but it said it's a vacuum leak caused by this, so that's it. That's the hose. So the first thing to check is for broken hoses. Okay, so I think that'll be easy enough. And then the other code was the P0420, which is either an O2 sensor or a catalytic converter, most likely an O2 sensor. So you get under here. I believe that's it. That's the front one there. Plugs in right there. I guess that's a cat there. I don't know if Nissan's got one up here or not. They might have one here and one there, but it's most likely the O2 sensor there. I don't know if we'll do anything. It doesn't affect anything. Okay, this boot here, as you can see, is broke. Remanufactured in USA, so it's been changed before. makes a little bit of noise, but so does the other side. And sometimes it's better to buy the whole axle. Costs just as much as a boot. I'm not sure if that's a separate bearing there and then the axle. I think this all comes with the, yeah, this all comes with the axle. So I don't know. It's just right like that. You can hear it. When it's moving, you can't hear anything. But the other side does it too. See? The boot seems to be okay on this side. They start it up. Doesn't really make any noise. Well, not really. These front-wheel drive cars always make a little noise when they're jacked up in the air and you suspend them like that. I don't know if any of that's abnormal. I don't know what that noise is. But you move the wheel typically like a wheel bearing, you can't feel nothing. I could take the tire off and see, but well, I'd have to take the tire and the hub and the rotor off, I think. I don't know. I'll check on what an axle costs, because like I said, I think axle costs just as much as a boot. I'll check on that. Cut this off. That should take care of that code. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, we're back at it. Just got the new door handle in. Okay, from what I can tell is I think this end here is broken off on this. See? And I don't know, it looks like a little shoelace or something holding that on there. So, and there's no bolts or anything, so I'm not exactly sure how this bolts in there. Could be a clip there or something. But there's only one way to find out, and that's to take the door panel off and take a peek. Anyway, it came with that and this. I think it was about 15 bucks. You can get them for about 8 bucks, but with the electronic deal on there, I guess it reads whether it's, you know, locked or unlocked or something. I don't know. But anyway, we'll take this door panel off. Looks like it's probably a screw there, screw there. I'll figure it out, and then probably the rest of it's probably clips in there. It's been a while since I worked on these. I worked at a body shop up until 2001, so it's been over 20 years since I worked at a body shop. We used to have to take all this stuff off on every different kind of car, and I could do it blindfolded. Any car, Nissan, Honda, Toyota, I could take all these door panels and know where everything goes, but been out of practice for a while. Mostly been working on my classic cars, but I do work on some of these, you know, as flip cars. So we'll figure it out. It's not going to be that difficult. So I'll take that off and I'll come back and we'll take a peek inside here, see how this is attached. Like I said, it might be a bit of a problem. Okay, I'll be back. Guys, this thing has been fighting me the whole way. I found the little, okay. This is the little piece that busted off. It was laying inside the door. Okay, so, well, actually on this side. So it was like a Rubik's Cube getting this goddamn thing in there. It's got this inner plastic piece here, and then the latch goes on in this right in here, and then it slides the whole thing, and then this slides into a little deal on here, and I could not get that thing to slide. It's supposed to go in and then move, and no matter what, took it apart 2 or 3 times. And then finally figured out that this piece on the new one was curved too much. It was curved in. So I used a heat gun and pulled it back. And you know, I don't know if it's going to weaken it or not, but I had to get the thing straight. But anyway, yeah, to take it off, you got to take off all this and the glass. You have to roll down the glass, this thing has never been opened up before. They put that little string in there on from the outside, and you go through here and undo the 2 bolts for the window right here. Pull that out, then you can pull this down, and then just to get at it up in here, you got to disconnect all this stuff. So anyway, that's it there. It's gonna work, but you can see that's where I had to heat it all up here. I had to bend it here and bend it at the bottom. But anyway, she should work. The brakes, man, I don't know what to do. Anyway, let me get that together and I'll be back. Okay guys, here it is. Okay, I don't know if I mentioned I'd turned the check engine light off, because it was the O2 sensor and that other one, that I think it was that cracked vacuum line. So I put that vacuum line back on there, and I used my code reader and then just turned off the codes, so I don't have to cycle to see if it comes back on. So let you know on that. Now, went ahead and bought the whole axle, CV, joint, boots, the whole assembly. Okay, so I'm fixing to get her jacked up and take that out, put that on there. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, there's a new shop dog and puppy. Got 2 dogs now. Okay, we unboxed it from that, which came in another box, and that's the axle there. So this goes on the hub, and then you got to unbolt 3 bolts here and slide it out and put the other one in. Not that difficult of a job, just gotta, okay, I just took the cotter pin off here, and this bolt off here, and then you're just gonna have to get all this out of the way. So we're gonna start taking stuff off: caliper, rotor, probably the strut. I'm not sure how far it's gonna come out, but we may have to take these bolts off, or really not the strut, just the spindle. Maybe this, but we'll get there. And there's the 3 bolts up here, one on the other side. We'll pull it out. I said it's mainly just because of this boot, but who knows what kind of crap's got in there, you know. That could be got in there and screwing with the bearings. So yeah, that's it here. It's a CV joint. So we're just gonna replace the whole thing. It was $70 tax, shipped, everything. 70 bucks. It's not too bad. You know, probably only spend a little over 100 bucks on this. 70 bucks for this, 25 for the grill, 15 for the door handle, and I think that's it. Once we get this axle in there, I'll jack it up and we'll run it again, see if we can hear any noises or anything, which I kind of doubt. Couldn't really hear anything with this one, but I may take it for another test drive. But anyway, let me get going on this and I'll be back. Okay guys, pretty easy getting it off. Just took off the 2 bolts here for the caliper bracket, pulled that all off, and then you got to pull the 1 bolt and nut off for the ball joint, push it down, and then you can just pull that. Oh, and this bolt for the tie rod end, and then you can just pull it loose like that, pop the axle out. Okay, but the only problem is this is the wheel hub. Hear it? Looks pretty easy to do. 4 bolts. Problem is, I don't have one. I don't really want to wait 5 days for eBay. Get one off eBay. So I guess I'll call up or check O'Reilly's and AutoZone. See if they got one, because that's definitely going to contribute to the noise. And then we got this here, so it'll be pretty easy to get out now. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay guys, went ahead and took it out. It's just 4 bolts, these right here. $139.95 at AutoZone for their cheapest Duralast, and then all the way up to like $159.99. Yeah, fucking rip off. Got it on eBay for 38 bucks, but now I gotta wait for delivery, so 4 or 5 days or something. Got the new axle in there, got it stabbed in and then bolted, the 3 bolts, so it just needs to go in the new hub. So it's just gonna sit here like this for 4 or 5 days, and I'll get back to it. But yeah, it should be a lot quieter. But yeah, it's O'Reilly's wasn't much better. I think they had one for about 90, but they didn't have it in stock. Special order or some crap. But yeah, they're such rip-off, you know. Lucky I'm in no rush on this. I can wait for delivery. So I'll be back. Okay guys, just arrived from eBay. There's a new hub here, 38 bucks. I think it was 40 bucks with tax and everything. But yeah, that's it, and we'll pop that on there. The 4 bolts, slide the axle in, put everything together. We'll test her out. so I'll be back. Okay guys, I just took it for another test drive. No noises, so seems good. ABS light is on. I never disconnected the ABS, but sometimes the ABS light comes on when you do have the brakes apart or something. So okay, so no noises or nothing, but when you have it, when you give it a quick jump of gas there and drive or reverse, the motor mounts. Right there. I got the emergency brake on. I'm gonna hold the, I can't hit the gas and look at it at the same time, so I'm gonna use a camera so you guys can see it. But it's gonna be this motor mount here, or this one right here. Gonna be the rubber inside there. And I can see it through the windshield. I can see the motor jerking up and down. I'm gonna hold the camera. Well, I got a big extension on it, on the camera. So I'm gonna shoot you down there and hit the gas if I can. I don't know, you drive it normal. If you drive it normal, you can't feel that. So as long as nobody hits the gas, they won't know. Got a thing on the camera says SD card writing speed slow, so I don't know. Video may not turn out. But anyway, I'm gonna put it up for sale for I think $4,500, and see what happens. $4,500 or trade. So I'll be back. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna end this video. Got her all cleaned up. I just listed it. I need to get a video out because I'm working on one on the Nomad, but I'm waiting on some parts, and we're getting like 4 days of cold weather, like in the 40s, 30s. Anyway, I armored all it up a little bit. Probably should wipe it down a little bit more, but anyway, I just listed it. We'll see what happens. Comment below. Let me know if you think 4,500 is too high, too low. Stuff like that. I'm in the boonies. If I was in a big city, I'd already have calls by now. But I'm out in the boonies. It's hard to sell something for... If you sell something dirt cheap, it'll sell quick. But if you want average price, you gotta wait. And you gotta wait. Luckily, I'm in no rush. That's another tip. Don't ever be in a rush to sell a car and take bottom dollar for it. Just don't get desperate. Just hold out. Eventually, it'll sell. I mean, I actually had a car that it sat around here for a year. I had it for sale for about a month, and then I just let the ad expire. And then just happened that some lady, it was a Honda Civic, and some lady called up and asked me if I had a Honda Civic. She didn't even see the ad. And anyway, she come over and bought it for, you know, average price. So anyway, yeah, don't get desperate. Okay, so yeah, I think it's a nice little vehicle here. Okay, so yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll do another video when I get a trade in. Hopefully I can get a trade. I'd really like to trade it in. Take a trade in, and I'll make a new video on what I got in and what I'll do to it, just kind of like this one. Okay, so yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Oh, I got another. I'm not gonna do a full video on it, I don't think. But if y'all been following along, me buying clunkers and stuff, I had that old camper I bought for 200 bucks. I stripped out the AC, the fridge, and stuff like that worked. It had a big old shop vac in it that was probably 100 bucks. I got about $300 worth of stuff out of it, and I traded it for something. So yeah, I'll make a video on that. It's not a vehicle, but anyway, yeah, stay tuned, subscribe and all that, and we'll see y'all next video. Thanks everybody for watching.